11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Check this out. Ooh, let's do this. Ooh, let's do this. Let's see. Hold on. It's vibrating. It's broken now. Hi, my name is Jenna. This is 11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. I'm trying to raise this bed. Oh, there it goes. Just learn about this. Yes. Look. What's going on, Jeff Metzger in the house? He's in his house. I'm in my house. I'm not in my house. I'm in someone else's house. I'm in bed. Approve. Approve. I approve this message. Adding Jeff Metzger. Adding. Go Warriors!
There's nobody here.
Well, go get them. Hold on, I gotta get my headphones. What's going on?
Nothing.
How you
COVID's
feeling?
here.
How you feeling?
I'm fine, but Lisa's not. So, I mean,
Did you guys?
she's negative. She went back. She's negative, but not feeling well, and so the trip is on life support at this point.
Did you do the medicine?
Which one?
The Paxlovid
No,
medicine?
she canceled she was feeling better, so she canceled the prescription. She talked to the doctor. Doctor recommended not to do it.
Really?
Gave her a number of reasons why, and she was feeling better. But she's negative now, so I'm not so sure. If that's an antiviral, she doesn't have the virus anymore. She has the lingering effects of that. So the antiviral, I would think, would be for people that are the virus. They're still testing positive, and she's just got a lingering cough and drainage that's just making her feel bad.
Yeah. Why, can you do you remember what the reasons were why he didn't suggest the medicine?
She said it was just, well, I think she was feeling better, and she said there was just not enough information yet about its efficacy to be, comfortable with it.
I've known a couple people. Well, I knew people in New Orleans that got sick while we were there, and my friend Fat Dog tested positive the day before he was supposed to leave, so he took the medicine and quarantined. I also know people that knew that they tested positive and got on the plane.
Well, be our life. She went back yesterday because we're trying to figure out what to do. Yeah. She did the most effective test, the BD thing.
Right.
She's negative, so she does not have the virus.
Good.
That's good. So I don't know that this medication is going to help with this.
Probably not at this point, but you just have I was sick for 6 weeks, but were you boosted? Double boosted?
No, just single.
Okay.
2, 3 shots, not the second booster.
Uh-huh.
She's actually, I guess she probably qualifies now for it, but she didn't, was it 65 at while, I think for a while?
Yeah, but it was, I got my second booster the first week in April.
And then when I went to my GP recently, I asked that question, like the week before I got it. She said, well, do the antibody test. If you have high antibodies, then I don't recommend that you do the booster because So now obviously we have significant antibodies. So for the next at least 3 months, it's nothing to deal with.
Yeah, so, it's just, nobody knows anything. It's like, well, 9 days, 5 days, this thing. It's like, good morning, Rob Morocco.
People that haven't been vaxxed at all say, hey, look at you guys. All you guys are chasing your tails, you're all getting it, and I'm not. So, what does that
I
say
know
about?
I know people that are not vaccinated that have gotten it, that have gotten very sick. I know people that have gotten boosted that have gotten sick, but not like I was sick for 6 weeks and not a long hauler. Oh, it's just then they think it's just a flu and they just go on with their life. But it's not just a flu because it affects your heart, it can affect your lungs, it can affect your hair, it can affect your brain. It's no joke. I'm really sorry that she's not feeling well
Yeah, well, yeah. So we were
because
supposed to.
it's Hawaii, right? That's
Well,
the next move.
today we've gotten an extra day to decide. Then there's the option of pushing it back, and little research that I did, it looks like things might be available to push it back 2 or 3 days. But the problem is there's no. I mean, you don't know when this is going to end. I mean, it could end. So she was prescribed um, some
Yeah,
medication for a not an over the counter, but a stronger thing to deal with her cough or decongestion. I forgot what the name of the medication is. So what we decided was take a couple of doses of that. She wakes up this morning and there's some significant improvement. Then we can decide one thing. If there's no significant improvement, she's not getting on an airplane tomorrow. That's just
oh, it's tomorrow you're supposed to leave?
tomorrow morning at this time. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have an acupuncturist?
Um, yes and no. Allie's been going to one, and for my hip, I was considering doing it, but now let's travel. So
That's the one. I have two acupuncturists that I used to go to, and when I get a cold, when I get something, it goes to my chest. I don't get, oh, I have a head cold. I get it right here.
mine goes
And yeah, and
to
I go to my acupuncturist and I get, if not immediate relief, not saying she's going to feel better tonight, but if you could get into an acupuncturist even today, and even if you can push it 3 days, seeing an acupuncturist can really, really do wonders for the lungs.
I'll tell her. Right now she's getting very frustrated with trying this and that and trying everything and neti potting and steaming and it's not working. So
Honey helps me with my throat, my chest too.
yeah, the what's it called? The Manuka. Use the Manuka honey.
Yeah, Manduka honey. Does she have an inhaler? Look at me, I'm like, hi everybody.
Well, she didn't want to. She tried once or twice. She tried Zicam. Now she's worried about the rebound, so she doesn't want to go there. And she's also got so that's off. And plus, this woman, the doctor gave her some a medication with decongestant. So I suggested yesterday. I got one of the natural ones in the health food store the other day. The spray, it's got oil of sage and oil of oregano, all the natural stuff. And she
All
said,
that herbal crap. Yeah, no, I believe, but yeah.
yeah, well, yeah. So that's better than taking the spray. So I haven't heard from her this morning, so we'll see how she slept. She was coughing for half the night. I know she was hacking away.
Vicks, do you have Vicks? I believe in Vicks or a natural Vicks. I put it on my feet and I put it on my chest, but I put it on my feet and put socks on. Yeah, coughing and those kind of coughs just take forever. I
It's
I got a cough from New Orleans because of the mold and just
she said it's
bad.
not feeling her chest. It's just the drainage
Mm.
causing. So
So it's a drip. So she's probably got on like a supercharged Mucinex type thing.
mhm.
It thins the secretions, the the mucus gets thinner and then the cough can get less. But
and,
if
and
you're supposed to leave tomorrow,
yeah, so that's not
and
look.
what's your option is to go
Well, one of the reasons who knows what our options are to cancel,
fine.
push it back to a different period of the fall, to move it back a couple of days. But if I start making all these arrangements, changing for a couple of days and nothing changes, then I'm canceling again. So
How does she feel other
last
than the cough?
felt terrible.
She feels terrible.
Yeah, she'd have been.
Don't go. Don't go. It's not
Oh,
worth it.
no, I'm sure not. I mean, look, unless there's a major improvement, she's not getting on an airplane tomorrow.
No, don't go. But I would I'd start a protocol with an acupuncturist. And yes, Rob even mentioned it. You've heard this whole thing about hepatitis now. There, there's long haulers that are coming up with hepatitis now from the COVID.
But we're a
But
long haul.
what?
We don't need to go there at this point.
No, I'm just saying it's what's happening. So how about we talk about that game?
Jesus, did you
Oh
watch?
my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I watched every second of it. Clay for three. Clay for three. Clay for three. Clay for three.
It was a.
There's a bakery in town. They made the Warrior turnover.
Those who didn't watch the guy for Memphis hit a three with 6:55 in the left in the fourth quarter to put Memphis ahead by 2, 89-87. And for the last 6:55, the Warriors outscored them 23-7. It started with Wiggins coming back in the game. He came in and hit a three, I think, as the shot clock was winding down. Then he stole the ball. Then they made another defensive play, and then Steph hit a three. They went on an 8-0 run right at about the 5.5 minute mark. It was like a minute and a half. And that was it. That was it. I mean, that was the tap was turned on.
Turned on.
And then the Grizzlies got rattled. They were definitely rattled, and they were not taking good shots. The Warriors defense kicked in. Steph was he hit 3 threes. Everybody, Clay hit a three. That was that one great play right around that time. If you remember, Steph comes down, he gets double teamed. He throws it in the corner to Looney, and Draymond cuts right down the middle of the lane, and Looney hits him with that tremendous bounce pass for a dunk. So they were everywhere, and so they won by 14 in a close game. Supposedly,
It was like there were moments of Harlem Globetrotter action there between them. That one where Steph got in and just dumped it. And
I stayed up late and watched every interview.
oh really?
Yeah, although actually I saw everybody interviewed with Steph. Saw 4 or 5. The Grizzlies interviewed
I saw
Draymond,
a couple of those.
Looney, who was unbelievable. So anyway, on they go. We'll see what happens. This was a very tough series. Not only was Memphis very good, but the Warriors, they were. I mean, this series from the start of the series in that game last night, those that were not playing that started the series was, of course, Ja Morant for Memphis, and then
right, because he was injured.
Of course, the big loss, and then for the Warriors who started the series, Peyton and Porter didn't play. Well, Iggy wasn't playing the whole series, and their coach. So I mean, it was like
Iggy. Yeah, and to not have your coach there, right?
For 3, it was a completely different. It was a completely different. The whole blueprint of the game changed. I mean, you're playing. They went big in response to Morant being out, and then the Warriors hadn't really matched playing big, and then they decided to go big last night by putting on Looney to start the game, who normally plays 18 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. He played 35 last night. So and it worked.
It worked. Like I said, see you at the parade, but we'll see. We'll see.
Long
So
way
now
to
they play Miami.
No.
Right?
They play of Dallas and Phoenix, who played 7 tomorrow. But there was a number of reasons why winning last night was big. Not, of course, the biggest was the end of the series, but then they have to go back to Memphis, and they also now don't play on Wednesday. So all these guys banged up. They got till they got a few days off. So, and then who do you? So I guess so. The game tomorrow, if Phoenix wins,
Hmm.
then they have the home court advantage, and the series starts in Phoenix, and a potential seventh game would be in Phoenix. If Dallas wins, the Warriors have a home court advantage, and the series would start in the Bay, and then the potential seventh game would be in San Francisco. So, I mean, I don't know who you root for, other than I've always just subscribed to the theory, root for the home court advantage. I mean, that's generally an advantage. So, I guess we root for Dallas.
Did you, can you tell my dad? I don't know who this is. Someone's calling me. Did you play basketball in high school?
No, I was too short. Too short, too slow.
You're slow?
Too
I don't think of you as slow.
good. I mean, if you're going to be short, you better be really fast.
Right.
And I was neither short. I was neither tall nor quick. So
Did you play any sports?
golf.
Golf in high school. You were on the golf team.
In college, yeah, I started then.
So in high school, what were you like in high school? Were you a hippie? Were you a nerd? Were you like, did you float in between the two?
Kind of.
Hmm.
I did my drugs early and then stopped for a while and then went back to it.
What was how early?
Oh, I think probably 14-ish,
Eighth grade, ninth grade?
or ninth grade. I think it was more ninth grade
Hmm.
when I kind of went to the dark side.
First time, ninth grade?
Right around then, yeah, I think. I think in those days, and then people, they would grind up oregano, you know,
Right.
just wouldn't give
That
you
was,
the. Oh yeah, you pay for bad shit, It was so who knew at a point.
that's funny. Well,
Mhm.
I had but did you grow up with your sisters?
Huh?
You have two stepsisters, right?
Two
Half
halves.
sisters, half sisters. Did you ever live with them?
No,
Okay.
no.
So it was just you and your brother,
Hmm.
and your brother was older.
No, he's younger.
He's younger than you are?
Say that loud. So I want to show him this tape.
He's young. Is your brother really younger than you are? Really? As they say on Midnight Diner. Really? Have you watched Midnight Diner?
No,
Oh, Jeff,
I've not heard of it. What is it?
it's fabulous. It's a Japanese comedy. It's about this man that has a diner. He opens at midnight, and it's just a little square where he sits in the middle, stands in the middle, and then people come in and say, I'd really love you to make some fried rice with, and then they tell their story and they talk to each other around the square. It's wonderful. I think that'd be a very good for you guys to watch right now.
Well, the princess arrived. She's
He's
calling
here?
down on her. Oh, come here, little girl. Oh, you want to be? Oh, rolling.
A girl.
Here. Let's just see if we can. Oh,
Their belly. My belly, Dad. That's my belly. Hi. Aw. Aw. So are you able to take her out to the green belt?
well, yeah. I'm not limited. So yeah. I took her. Yes, I walked her to the beach on Thursday. Take her to the green belt most days. Oh, you want more of this, huh?
And she's snuggling with her mom and they read
She
poetry.
was. She was apparently before she came in. Now she was looking for. But I've been home, for the last week and a half, most of the day. So she just hangs with me, and she is a spoiled little girl.
Well, see, that's another reason why you're probably not going to go because she'll have separation anxiety.
Yeah,
Hi,
she goes. No,
Carl.
she goes to. She goes with Wes. She goes to Allie's house, and she does great there. She's very comfortable there.
Do you pay attention to hockey? Rob Morocco's in the playoff.
I
Watching
am
the
not a
playoff.
hockey fan. I'm not a hockey fan. I would never, and I know the people that love it.
Too
So
cold.
I
Too
am just
cold.
not baseball. basketball, and football with a little golf thrown in there. Just does not leave. And I grew up I never grew up playing it, and it was just never. Although I did go back in the day, uh, before there was the Sharks in San Jose, there was the California Golden Seals that played
Seals.
in. And I looked this one up. I still remember in college, one night we went to a game. I think it was against it was either against Boston or Philly. It might have been the Broad Street Bullies of Philly, but it may have been Boston, where they set records for the number of fights and penalties and things like this. People were kind of nuts. So I think they still have. I think the number of penalty minutes may still be a record for that night. But so we would, the boys would go, and we'd get properly fortified at Rosati's before the game, and we'd go over and then we could scream and yell and do stuff there.
That's fun.
But
That's
no,
fun.
hockey guy. But I understand there's a couple of 7 games. I was so right. Edmonton, is that your team, Rob? Is Edmonton hosts the Kings for Game 7? I saw that.
That's where he is. Maybe it's snowing today.
What's the take on the game?
Are you still here, Rob? Who's here? 45% of Canada's population watch it every day for 6 weeks. It's a religion here.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
So Carol's a big hockey fan. Does Stephanie watch too?
You want to come up? You want to come up?
Come on, let's see your pretty face, little girl.
Leap, the Layla leap. Okay, come on, go up there.
They think they can fly.
The Layla leap. Oh, the cougher's coming.
I hear the cougher. Hun, you did get honey?
We have Manuka honey. Yeah, I always have that. Lemon and Manuka.
No, just honey on a tablespoon. Honey.
Honey.
Not in water.
Hey,
honey. Hi, honey.
Have some honey. So
My take. Steph and Carol, not so much hockey fans. He wants the Oilers to win tonight.
I'm sure he does. So you're in the Bay?
I'm in the Bay Area. I have a gig with Peppino D'Agostino and John Arbor in about 2 hours. I have to be there. And
Wait, but you went through Denver on the way from New Orleans?
on the way back, I went through Denver. Yeah, on the way there, it was Las Vegas, Austin, New Orleans. On the way back, Denver.
You stay in Denver?
No, God, no, God, we had to stop. There are no non-stops now from San Francisco or Oakland to New Orleans. None, zero, nada, one, none. And and it was on Southwest. On Southwest now, there's only one non-stop from Oakland to Chicago. There used to be 3 or 4, and they're very expensive. Everything's gotten very expensive. It's crazy. So now today I do the gig, and then tomorrow I have another gig, porch concert, and then I go to Napa to Calistoga, and I'm in Calistoga Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning I leave for New York City.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll stay well between now and then.
I know. I'm just, it wasn't the most brilliant move to go to New Orleans because although it will not be reported, I truly believe it was a super spreader. Totally believe. I know at least 20 people that have it.
Why would it not be? Or if it wasn't even a super spreader, it was a spreader, of course.
No, it was a super spreader. And I didn't go, I went into one club. People are going into clubs that, nobody was wearing masks. 3 friends of mine, we were like double masked. We put gardenias in our mask. Yeah. But when I look back at it, I needed to work. I'm glad I did it. And I was juicing every day and doing everything I could. And people would say, "Why are you wearing a mask?" I'm like, "Don't talk to me." Because I'd say that I was really sick.
Well, this is the way of the world now.
Yeah.
not going to be canceling events, I don't think. So this thing is never going away. So
No, it's never going away because people, anyway, I have my thoughts of why. But I just need to stay well between now and a week from Tuesday, right? It's next Tuesday is my gig.
that's right.
And I'll be hanging out in Jersey for a couple of nights, and then I'll go into the city, and then I'm definitely going to do a Red Farm, even if it's a takeout, on Wednesday after the gig.
Why would you do a takeout? You can walk. It takes you 5 minutes to walk up, 10 minutes to walk up there.
Because I don't know if I want to sit inside. We'll see.
Nice night. I think they have outdoor thing.
They have the outdoor. Okay, then
Sure,
I'll do that.
I think they do. But
Maybe I'll do that.
when
I could do that on
Tuesday
Tuesday
night, you went in, especially after your gig. Well, no, it
No,
closes.
they close at 10.
They close here. You won't be able to go unless you go early. Yeah, you'll have to go for lunch.
I could go. Hi, Tammy Jarrett. I'll probably go on Wednesday after. I'm going to lay pretty low. I mean, be in Manhattan and lay pretty low. I'm going to just walk and eat, walk, lay low. Then
You
do
know,
the gig,
crowded on a weeknight. Also, you get those booths.
the
So it's really,
outdoor booths.
no indoor booths, but if it wasn't crowded in there, it wasn't crowded, and your booth, you're not very close to people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But
But
I don't know.
go.
I think they had an outdoor thing. For sure they did.
I'm sure they did. If they were smart, they do.
Or you're even close
So
to the restaurant if he's working. It's on
you're
Alumni
said,
Rossi. It's Alumni Rossi. That's on.
and
That's on
what is it?
Italian.
Mm.
And they have the whole outdoor thing too.
I'll go there. If he's there, maybe we can, let me know what days he's there. I'd
And
love to meet him.
it
They're so cute, your boys. And your son can't come to the show, right? He's got something.
I don't know what the conflict is, but there's a conflict. I asked him and urged him, but he said they can't make it. So I'll
Well,
get on a couple other people.
I think we have about 30 tickets sold so far, and it seats 120.
120.
Yeah, yeah. So what have you been watching online? Anything new that you always give me good
No,
picks.
because we've been busy treating ourselves. Also, although my sister-in-law just told us that Hacks season 2 is out, and
I know. I watched the first one last night.
I've heard it's supposed to be hilarious. So that we'll get to that.
Check out Midnight Diner. Hi, Tammy.
Where
Yeah, definitely.
is it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
It's old. There's 4 seasons. It's really, I just love it. I love. It's a really good show. And I haven't watched, don't say anything, I haven't watched Ozark yet.
We haven't either, so
Have you, I mean, I've watched it up until the new season.
we
Have you
haven't.
watched, oh, you have
I
not
think at
watched
the
any of it?
like, episode or maybe the first 2 episodes, but we'd have to start over at this point.
I started over and I'm glad I did. I watched maybe 4 episodes and then I started over. Grace and I watched the whole thing, and then there were nights where we'd be like, let's watch another one. Let's watch another one. Mom, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, we'll start tomorrow again.
I think Lisa earlier in the week she was binging on catching up on This Is It, which I haven't watched.
I don't know that one. I know This Is Us, but I don't watch that either. This Is It?
This Is Us. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I love that song, This Is It. This is it. Make no mistake where you are. Kenny Loggins. There's a big spider web with a big spider that I'm watching right over here because I have the window open, so maybe it's going to jump inside here in a minute.
Layla, what's out there? Is there a squirrel?
Layla. Saturday morning. I don't know if Gary and I are meeting up tonight or not, but if you have a question for me, let me know. Remember what? I think he's seen John Mayer was last weekend. I don't know.
Did he went and saw John?
Mm-hmm.
Where,
But I was
in
on
Boston?
my gig.
Where do you
I
see
don't
him?
know. I think in New York. I was, yeah, he was in New York. I was on my gig and I couldn't, like you, there's certain people I can hear this way without my headphones and other people I cannot. And you and Gary are two people I cannot. So I have, and my earbuds mysteriously disappeared. So I'm back to these big old, tell you what, Beats are not very comfortable. I miss my old Bose speakers, my most Bose headphones. Much better. These Beats, they're really like squish my ears.
I know, girl.
Little girl,
Yeah,
little girl.
had it more. Yeah, she just slept on the couch next to me as I suffered through the Warriors game. It wasn't, but it didn't suffer. The ending wasn't suffering, but it was all those turnovers before then. Oh God.
I told you that a bakery in Oakland's got a new uh, turnover called the Warrior.
Oh yeah.
They came up with it. They named it this morning. Yeah,
Jeez, it was
that was
pretty ugly. And
ridiculous.
all of a sudden, they stopped. They got serious with their focus and stopped throwing the ball around.
Yeah, that was too much. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. But I need to get up and get to this gig.
And I need to go work with the patient. So
The patient. Give her a hug from all of us.
I will. Thank you.
And I would probably advise, yeah.
Next
Call
week.
call Allie and get the acupuncturist going.
Okay.
What's next weekend?
Well, if it's Hawaii, we're not. I won't talk to you because it'll be early. But but it may not be at this point. It doesn't sound
You,
good.
yeah, it sounds, and just the flights, just, I know you just sit there, but your body goes through so much when you're on a plane.
Well, the doctor she saw yesterday said, yeah, the travel is definitely stressful on the body, no question. So I don't think it's happening tomorrow. So we'll have to figure out what plan B is.
Thank you, Mike Jacobs. My friend says, be well, you two.
Okay, thanks.
Be
Okay.
well, you too. Bye, Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff Metzger, everybody. Oh, goodness. Continue without the guest. Oh, I'm continuing. Mike Jacobs, when are you going to be on my show? Come hang out with me here. Tonight, I think Gary Lambert. Tomorrow morning, AJ. Tomorrow night, I'm hoping that Mama Grace will be my guest tomorrow night. Mama Grace with the beautiful face. Mama Grace with the beautiful face. And then Monday morning, we'll meander. I will be in Calistoga. And Monday night, I will be in Calistoga. And Monday morning, I will be in Calistoga. So you'll see some, if you've never been to Calistoga, you'll see some beautiful scenes, maybe just from the pool, but it's beautiful. So if somebody wants to give me a letter real quick, I'll serenade you into your Saturday morning. And I want to thank you all for being here. And I will have a couple of moments today that I'll do a Facebook Live when we're on with John R. and Pepino. And then tomorrow, I'll do the show in the morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, starting around 3:30, we'll be doing a concert. Lavonda Warren. Hello, Lavonda. Lavonda G. Mama Grace, I need to apologize. I totally knew I needed to call you last night. And then I was doing the show from my phone, so I couldn't call you. So I was hoping that maybe you were going to call me. But let's practice how we can do it on Messenger, video Messenger, or we can Zoom tomorrow night. I'll bring my computer. Okay. Good gigs. 2 O's for the Oiler. Have my head stuck in an interview. Hey, when are you going to interview me? I got 2, a G and an O. A G for gorgeous Mama Grace. And O for, oh my, those Oilers. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody have a beautiful day. Hey. And there she is from Malibu, Miss Nay. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you go out and play. And I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. Oh, yeah. Strong too. Oh, yeah. Whoopee do ya. We'll talk, really. We'll talk maybe after Jazz at Lincoln Center. Oops, what? Jenna Mammina and Rolf Stern. Tuesday, May 24th at Jazz at Lincoln Center. Oh my, what? Really? Oh yeah, that's what's happening, yeah. From your thoughts, make them great thoughts. Make them original thoughts. From your words, make them gregarious words. From your words, make them not obscene. And from your heart, make your heart a great, great, great big heart with an oiler kind of mind. And everybody, a love hard. Hey, if you want to support the show, I have Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and my P.O. Box 197, St. Joseph, Michigan, 49085. Love hard, real hard. I love you, Mama Grace. See you later.